Happy Frugal Friday to you again. I have two videos out for you this Frugal Friday, including a tutorial for the look that I'm wearing in this video, and I will have that linked for you down below if you happen to miss it. And of course, this video, which you are watching right now. So it's been a little while since I've done an installment of the must-have and must-not products from the drugstore, and I've built up quite a list. We'll start off with a must-have product. And that is the LA Girl lipsticks. These are amazing. Very creamy in consistency, very pigmented, last a long time. Very impressed by this brand of lipsticks. And I've also been really loving the City Color Cosmetics lipstick line. They have a Be Matte line, I believe that's what it's called, that is also really fantastic, both in pigmentation, finish, longevity, really great lipsticks to try. Another must-have product for you to try, and I have it over here, comes from Wet n Wild, and it is their Color Up Mega Volume Mascara. And this one is in the shade, what was the shade on this one? I don't know. It was an olive green, and I picked it up for St. Patrick's Day back in March. I don't know if you can get this particular shade anymore, but if you can find any of Wet n Wild's colored mascaras, they are fantastic. For a must-not product, I do not recommend the Coastal Scents Revealed 3 palette. If you happen to miss my review and look on that palette, I will have it linked for you below. I was not impressed, and I really love Revealed 1 and Revealed 2 a lot. Great pigmentation, excellent color range in those palettes, fantastic price. But the Revealed 3 fell short for me. It wasn't as pigmented as the first two. I feel like the color range was off, and the eyeshadows were a hit and miss. I mean, there were probably about 7 or 8 good ones in the palette, and out of 20, that's really bad. But if you're looking for a must-have palette, I highly recommend checking out L'Oreal's La Palette Nude No. 2. I have not tried the first one yet, but I can already tell you based on the second one, I am looking forward to trying the first palette from L'Oreal. This one is so pigmented, so creamy, easy to work with. And like I said in that video where I did my look and review with that palette, I wish that drugstore products had been as good as that palette is when I first got into makeup, because it is a dream palette. Another must-have product for you to try is Styli-Style's Stylus Liquid Eyeliner. Say that 3 times fast. I love this liquid eyeliner. It is simply divine. It mimics the style of a calligraphy pen, so it makes it really easy to apply it onto your eye. The liquid is so rich and pigmented, you don't need much at all. A little bit goes a long way. And this is one of the best eyeliners I have ever discovered from the drugstore to be able to create a winged look with too, because the tip on it is so fluid and it just makes the wing go whoosh. It is just fantastic. You must try it. And I do want to make a correction to a Snapchat post that I put out this past weekend. I had an allergic reaction to something this past weekend where I woke up one morning and my eye was completely swelled up. The eyelid was itchy. It was big as a balloon, and it was just awful. And the only thing I could think at the time was that it was related to the new Styli-Style liquid eyeliner that I had used. But I have used it since then on both my eyes, and I've not had any issues with it whatsoever. So I do not feel like that allergic reaction was attributed to the Styli-Style liquid eyeliner. I don't know what that allergic reaction was from. Whatever it was, it's gone now, and hazards of the job, you know, comes with the territory. All right, for another must-not product, I do not recommend trying the LA Girl Pro HD Translucent Powder. Now, I know I talked about this one in a video very recently, probably in the past month, and I had said that I liked it, but I didn't like the smell of it because it does smell like chalk. Ugh. Well, I've changed my mind after using it a few times. I do not like it after all, simply because I noticed that when I take pictures when I'm wearing it, I'll get a white flash on parts of my face where the powder may not have been blended in well enough. Ugh. And I've also noticed that when I apply it, if I don't blend it into my skin enough, then it kind of sits on top of the skin. It's a very strange powder. I just don't like it after using it for the time that I have now, so don't recommend buying that one. Another must-have product for you to try is the Styli-Style Give Me Lip Matte Lipstick. Oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. And you're supposed to use this as a lip liner and also to fill in the lips, and I just love this lip product. It is amazing, very pigmented, lasts a long time, and it doesn't feel drying on the lips at all. So if you're looking for something new to try, it's a great one. More eyeshadow palettes for you to try, and they are the Jessie's Girl eyeshadow palettes. These are absolutely wonderful. I picked these up at Rite Aid when I was up in Georgia, and I love these palettes. Very pigmented. I love the color range, and they're just great palettes for the price. You can't beat it. If you're looking for something new to try in the drugstore, or if you have a Rite Aid near you, definitely pick up some of the Jessie's Girl eyeshadow palettes. But if you are in Rite Aid and you see the Jessie's Girl eyeliners, avoid them. Oh, they are horrible. They swatch really nicely on your hand. And some of the lip liners are a little better than the eyeliners, but the eyeliners do not apply that well to the eyes at all. And they drag against the skin too. They're really painful. No pigmentation. You can't really use them on the waterline either. They won't show up. So these fell real short with me. And now I'm stuck with all these eyeliners. Another must-not product that I was very sad to find out that wasn't so great is the City Color Cosmetics Figtastic palette. And I featured this one recently in a haul from them, and I used it over the past week. Not too happy with the pigmentation. Pigmentation is really lacking in this palette. If you apply the eyeshadows wet, they show up real nicely. I don't want to have to apply an eyeshadow wet though, and I found that they faded also after wearing them throughout the day. So unfortunately, this is one that I would say pass up. And even though I wasn't too happy with how that one applied, I will still be using it in a look in the future, just so you can see how the eyeshadows act on the eyes. So that completes my list. Do you have any must-haves or must-nots that you have discovered recently from the drugstore? Feel free to share yours below too. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget to subscribe for more Frugal Fridays.